Hello. Oh, it's so cold here. Thanks for joining me in Taipei. You're going to laugh if you're on the east coast of the United States right now and I tell you what temperature it is here and we feel like it's freezing. You're just going to laugh. You're from Spokane. Oh, cool. Thanks for joining us from the great Northwest. Oh, thanks for the hearts too. It's John about FarEastAdvTravl in Taipei, Taiwan. It's bloody freezing here. It's 6 degrees right now Celsius here. It feels like 3, maybe even like 0. And probably for the first time in 10 years, Taiwan has gotten snow in some lower elevations. This is outside of the high mountains. Yes, snowy Philadelphia. You guys are going to laugh. You're probably laughing right now. You got a big snowstorm there on the East Coast, I know. But it is freaking freezing here right now. It feels really, really cold. And so, I mean, I've got my wool hat on. I feel like I'm in Nepal right now, to be honest with you. And I've seen some pictures from around the country right now. So lower elevations have gotten some snow. The lower hills in central Taiwan received some snow, which is not good news for some of the people that farm milkfish and little tomatoes. So apparently that's not good news for them, unfortunately. Taiwan grows a lot of tropical fruits here as well, so I don't know if bananas are affected or anything like that. Yeah, your grass is green this morning, it's white now. Well, you're in Kelowna, it's always snowing there in British Columbia. Just kidding. It's my friend from the interior of British Columbia, Canada. So it's really cold in Taiyuan, which is district close to the within the international airport here, about an hour outside of Taipei. They got some snow on the ground. I saw some pictures this morning. It's just after noon here right now. And yeah, I know. Don't worry, I'm used to the cars, the traffic. It's this is the way it is in Taipei. So thanks for joining me here. I came down to Diwa Street again to take a walk through. It's a Sunday afternoon, and this is the place where people come to shop for Lunar New Year party goods like snacks, treats, all kinds of stuff like that. Traditional Taiwanese food. So I'm gonna take a walk down here and show you around. So let's go. Okay, so this is the entrance to Diwa Street. Whoa, let me flip the camera. Sorry about that. That is the entrance to Diwa Street here in Taipei, and a very historic place. It's one of the oldest streets in the city, and so very historic. Lots of buildings from different eras here, and lots of traditional Chinese medicine shops and stores, and I speak a little bit of Chinese, but not a whole lot. Buha isa woda zhongrun buhao, which means, excuse me, my Chinese isn't very good, or Mandarin isn't very good. But I wanted to take you now because now it's getting crowded here. I was down here, been down here for a couple of times scoping, and now this is looking like party time here in Taipei. So Chinese New Year is referred to here a lot as Lunar New Year as well. And thank you for inviting your followers. Susan T, thank you so much. Please share with your friends and followers. Just swipe the screen left to right on iOS, up and down on Android. I think that's still how it works, right? And or tap the little guy, the little person in the right corner there, and you can share that way as well, because we're here from Taipei. And it's cold. It's a Sunday afternoon. People are coming out to shop for their party goods for Lunar New Year, which is February 8th this year. So this place gets really crazy. It's not like this for most of the year, but for 2 weeks out of the year, it becomes this great big open market with lots of samples and things being cooked here on the streets. And oh, that's one of my favorites. Squid looks so good. So you see like these people handing samples out for people to try. Hello, ni hao. And so lots of people like to come down here to try things out. It's warm in Oregon, 46 degrees. That sounds warm. Still up and down on Android? I don't know. I hope. But you can tap the corner and share that way, that little figure in the corner with the number against it. I think if you just tap that on anything, you can share that way too, which would be cool. So there's lots of regular stores down here. But there also is all of these extra stalls that sell lots of treats for New Year's. The masks are not. It could be for pollution. It could be because the person that's wearing the mask is sick right now and they don't want to pass their germs on to other people. So people here in Taiwan are very respectful of other people, and in the transit area. In the transit stations, they always have announcements on that if you are cold, please wear a mask. So many people do that. Swipe up on Android. Yes. Okay, great. Thank you so much. Thank you. And thanks for the hearts. It is a wonderful celebratory feeling here. It would be like the equivalent of a Christmas fair, probably, maybe 10 times more so in other parts of the world. And this is Taipei and Taiwan's biggest holiday of the year leading up to Lunar New Year. So you can see that's why the place is crowded, and people love to come down and sample things and buy lots of bulk goods like nuts here and pumpkin seeds and sunflower seeds. And it is, I told you I got to get some snacks later maybe. I told you if you were watching my Periscope a few days ago that they would get crazy like this. And am I right? Come on, am I right? If you saw my Periscope a couple of days ago from here, this place was super quiet. But I knew that it's going to be like this right up until Lunar New Year, February 8th. And it's not. This isn't even the busiest part. Wait. This is Sunday. Yes, it's just after 12. Here in Taipei. Oh, very, very cool. Thank you, my friend. Thanks, Jake. Really appreciate that. And I will be scoping periodically here in Taipei and Taiwan leading up to Lunar New Year. And I'm going to be scoping from many of the festivals and celebrations that take place here during Lunar New Year as well. So this will be my first year scoping from Lunar New Year, Chinese New Year. It's going to be a lot of fun. This is, if you live in a big metropolitan area, say in North America like San Francisco or Los Angeles or Toronto or Vancouver, they have, of course, Chinatowns there. And you will definitely get a certain degree of this feeling leading up to the Lunar New Year because, of course, people celebrate of Chinese heritage and immigrants celebrate Chinese New Year throughout the world. But you will never see it quite like you will if you come right to a place like this. And I'm just working my microphone a little bit closer because I don't think you're going to hear me if I keep yelling through all this crowd noise. Oh, that's super nice. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the encouragement. As I was saying before, you will never see, if you've been to any of the Chinatowns, say in the United States or Canada, in the major metropolitan areas, you will definitely see some celebrations. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You have a great day too. But you will never see the festivities quite like you do in a place like Taiwan. And many people of Chinese descent or heritage throughout Southeast Asia that I've met will tell you that Taiwan is the best place in the world to see Lunar New Year or Chinese New Year celebrations. There was never a cultural revolution here. All of this heritage and culture has been preserved for thousands of years. And it's just carrying on here, maybe in a little more of a modern way with some things, but traditions are traditions. And one tradition that's a part of Lunar New Year, Chinese New Year, are these red envelopes. And typically in a family, the young people in the family will get one of these with some money in it. And that is the gift that people get or give at Lunar New Year. It's traditionally money. And they get this as a gift from usually the seniors in the family. But there isn't traditional present giving like you would think in, say, the Western world for a holiday like Christmas. So give me a shout out where you are in the world as well. I would love to say hi to you. If you're just joining me, this is a crowded market called Diwa Street, or Grocery Street in Taiwan, and it's in Taipei, and these people are all here to enjoy the festivities and shop for Chinese New Year, Lunar New Year. And this I've seen. This is my third year here now, and I've seen this. This is a very popular stand here, and they have lots of bulk things for sale. And of course, this particular one that they set up just for this time of year is really pretty because they have a lot of decorations that people buy for the home, and lots of candies and treats for sale here. If you go to my website, last year I did a podcast on this street. You can see what it looked like the day before New Year's last year here. And my website's FarEastAdvTravl.com. And you can also follow me on Twitter. I'm capital FAR, capital EAST, capital ADV, capital TRVL, Far East Adventure Travel. And they are roasting chestnuts. Chestnuts on not on an open fire, but they are roasting. And hi, ni hao. And trying to see what else treats that they have here. They usually have like egg rolls, but they're not the kind of restaurant egg rolls that you're used to. They're more of a dessert egg roll, a sweet egg roll that they usually give lots of samples out. It's cold here. Yes, it's very cold in Taiwan. They've gotten record temperatures in the last 10 years, the coldest temperatures in the last 10 years right now. Real cold snap. It's only 6 degrees here in Taipei, and that's maybe about half of what the normal high is, maybe even a little bit less. Normally, this time of year, it's in the 15 degrees or higher, and it's supposed to warm up in a couple of days back to like 17 and 20. But got this real fierce cold snap here right now. There's some places that have gotten snow. It's going to damage some of the crops. It's going to be hard on the farmers this last year with Sautalor, the big typhoon that destroyed a lot of crops, and of course this freeze here, and snow has come down into the lower elevations for the first time in 10 years. And all these markets, it's like if you're in a Chinatown anywhere in North America, people shouting out their prices and specials. I think he was saying $100, $100 NT dollars for something there. And a lot of the people will dress in traditional outfits as well. Yeah, oh, you noticed. That's great. Well, I'm glad you joined me here. Yeah, definitely. I told you it would be a lot more crowded. And so a lot of people dress up in the, hey, ni hao, hello. Say hi to everybody, ni hao. Xie xie. Oh, xie xie. Thank you. Bye-bye. So, really super friendly, and I'm going to do this thing that's like a candy. It looks like an egg. It's kind of cool. And maybe I'll eat that after, because if I try eating it right now, I won't be able to scope very well. Oh, okay. Hang on. I'm going to adjust my microphone here. And whoops, kind of crazy there for a second. Sorry about that. Excuse me. Hi, sir. And walk a little bit further down here before I say goodbye. But I will do some other things from other parts of Taipei and Taiwan leading up to February 8th, the big celebration here of Lunar New Year. And then you have to check out some of the scopes that I do from some of the most important festivals that happen on the island, because they're some of the best in the world. And oh, you're welcome. My pleasure. If you ever want to come to Taiwan, this is one of the best times of the year to come. You're going to see some of the most beautiful celebrations as far as Chinese culture goes. Stuff you'll never see anywhere else, and a real super cool, festive mood. My hands are totally numb right now. Oh, good. You should definitely make a plan to come to Taiwan. I promise you, you may fall in love with the place. That's the only problem I would say you might have. And at this crosswalk here, you can see all the crowds coming through. And this street continues on. This is a very old neighborhood here in Taipei. It's one of the oldest, if not the oldest, in the city. So you can see some of the traditional buildings here that have been preserved really well, and various sort of different styles of architecture through all of the Japanese influence, and of course Chinese, and there may even be some Dutch influence here as well. There may be some buildings that are that old. Your worst nightmare, absolutely. So thank you so much for joining me here. And please follow me through my website, FarEastAdvTravl.com. I'm also on Facebook as FarEastAdvTravl. And of course, Twitter and Periscope, the best. So from Diwa Street in Taipei, this is John Sabo. 谢谢, bye-bye.
3,250是从豆干到鸡肘都可以加，就没有蛋啊、鸭翅跟鸭肠的。